Hi, it's Jay Beecham again. It's the day after Thanksgiving, the 23rd of November, 2012. Don't know why they call it Black. Today I want to do something. I've been working on some other roofs and some roofs that are made with architectural shingles. This is part of an architectural shingle. The white line across there is very important. That's where the nails are supposed to go, or the staples. This particular type, I'm sorry about the red on the back, but that's just the way it is here in Ivins, Utah. Right up here at the top, this is where a piece of cellophane was attached to keep them from sticking to the other shingle in the stack. Now, some of these architectural shingles aren't built this way. Some of them have here at the top, embedded underneath the material, they have the cellophane strip here, right across where my thumb is, and they stack it instead of back to back on top of each other that way, and those are really hard to get off because you have to kind of bend the shingle in order to get them off. I guess I should show the rest of that before I get into the next little thing with that piece of broken shingle. Here are two of them in the stack. You can see by looking at it, there's the glue part, and on the other side, the cellophane strip. And they lay down the two together like that, and then so they don't stick in the stack. And that's why when you get on the roof, you take that cellophane strip off so that it will stick to the roof better. Now, I did some work recently on a roof, and here's a shingle that fell apart with the wind. You see where the staple is? The staple was up there, and they had another staple over here where my thumb is, through to there. But look at the back of this shingle. The staple was up in this section where my thumb is. You see this staple? Now, that's not going to work very good. There's only this little piece of material right here where the two parts are put together, and that's where the staple is supposed to go. Otherwise, it doesn't hold it together. Well, let's look at these. Are these really, they cost more for architectural shingles than 3-tab. Are they really such a great shingle? Let's look at a little piece here. Now, you see, it has that little teeny piece there. And then they have these extension or build-up pieces down below. So it kind of looks like shingles, you know, like wood shingles. But look at this. See how that little piece is just glued on right here in the middle? There was a glue strip. And there's a glue strip at the end. And the little glue strip up here in the middle. Now, that's not a lot of holding together. A 3-tab is one full piece of shingle. The only place these have one full piece of shingle is on these little outcroppings. The little underneath pieces that are in between or low, like you can see here, the lower part, that only has just a little teeny piece right there. And that's all it is. And it doesn't have much holding. I mean, there's not much there. If you don't get that nail in the right place, there's nothing to hold it. The cellophane on there is going to prevent it from sticking even more. In my estimation, these, though they're heavier, cost more, fewer in a bundle than 3-tab, I don't think this is the best type of shingle to use, though it may have a look that people like. And when you put them on, they really do need to put on a roof that has some pitch to it, not on a flat or close to flat roof, as I've seen them done. when these shingles blow apart, as you've seen by this, the whole shingle comes apart. I mean, it just blows apart, just pieces. Where the tree tab shingle, just the tab blows off. So, back to recount what we were doing. The nail or staple shouldn't be up in the flat like this. Should be through where that white line is. Well, that's what they stick it on there for. There's not a lot more to say about architectural shingles, except if you're going to do it, you really ought to do it right. This is Jay Beecham for How Not to Build a House.